Owner Jim Irsay Tuesday. Start with the court. Irsay pleading guilty to a single misdemeanor count of driving while intoxicated related to a March traffic stop when he was under the influence of prescription painkillers. Judge in Indiana gave Irsay a 60-day suspended jail sentence. Driver's license revoked for 15 months. No alcohol and random drug tests for a year. The court cost for this whole thing for him, $368.50. Roger Goodell, meanwhile, dropped the hammer monetarily. 500 grand's the fine, largest allowable under NFL rules, and a 6-week suspension. No contact with the team, the office, anything, nothing until the start of Week 7. Now the commissioner dealt with Irsay very much under scrutiny by the Players Association and to some extent the public at large. Irsay issued a statement which reads in part, "I acknowledge the mistake I made last March and stand responsible for the consequences of that mistake, for which I sincerely apologize to our community and to Colts fans everywhere. Even more importantly, though, I am committed to do everything in my power to turn this whole experience into a positive event for myself, my family, and the community. In retrospect, I now know that the incident opened my eyes to issues in my life that needed addressing and helped put me on the path to regain my health. Please know I am firmly committed to staying on my path to good health, and I look forward to a great season." ESPN's Field Yates on what missing an owner for 6 weeks actually means to a franchise.
The Colts knew their suspension for owner Jim Irsay was possible, if not likely, leading up to Tuesday's news that he will miss the first 6 games of the season and be fined $500,000. In terms of how they'll handle their football operations, look for his daughter Carly to assume day-to-day control of the team, as she did back on March 18th when Irsay checked himself into a rehab center. From a football standpoint, GM Ryan Grigson will continue to handle the roster and have all control over personnel matters, while head coach Chuck Pagano will continue to get his team ready for the Week 1 matchup against the Denver Broncos. In terms of overall on-field impact, the Irsay suspension is not likely to matter much to the Colts as they deal for 6 weeks without their owner.
In a letter to Irsay, Commissioner Roger Goodell penned, "I have stated on numerous occasions that owners, management personnel, and coaches must be held to a higher standard than players. We discussed this during our meeting, and you expressed your support for that view, volunteering that owners should be held to a highest standard." Again, done. 6 weeks, $500,000 fine.